Okay, alright. You gotta get me a bite of beef jerky here before we continue. Okay. Wiring these mining lasers up are gonna be pretty painful. Hmm. I'm pretty sure we can take one of these out. But I think I'm just gonna leave them for structure. Thank you so much, Biospug. Not worth a shit when it comes to shipbuilding, but we're gonna try to get in here and get better. I've had a lot of people give some useful comments. Um, yeah, actually, I wasn't even in a voice. I'll hop down in one.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Biospud.
Oh no, I'm hearing myself double. Okay, wait. Because I'm watching a Twitch as well, right? I've just muted Twitch. That should work. Oh no, I've paused it. Okay.
I'm working
Oh,
on
so
a.
wait. So wait, when I talk, everybody watching on Twitch can hear my voice too.
Yeah.
Okay. I can live with that. Are you doing your series, the shipbuilding series?
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually doing
So I
that
just
right now.
joined.
I just decided to stream it on Twitch at the same time. Why not?
Wait, what? How many lasers do you have there?
Okay, it's I've got to wire the whole thing out to figure it out because according to my math with these batteries here, there's like 108, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We can run the mining lasers for 30 seconds without a pulse script. And I'm thinking we add in a pulse script.
Mm-hmm.
It should help out tremendously. But the generators are nowhere near being able to keep up with it to run it continuously. But
Yeah, 25 is insane.
I think that's just gonna. We'll try to add in more generators later, but we're just gonna have to work with it. I'm thinking. And
Wait, and why the 25? The idea is just to be able to fly straight through a field and just eat everything that comes in the front without slowing down or so?
well, I made it to mine the moon when that comes out here in a week or two.
Oh.
And that's why I'm trying to keep everything inside this little box, which makes things like
Mm-hmm.
reverse thrust very hard. I'm actually going to try to add in some maneuvering thrusters right here. And I'm hoping the thrust doesn't actually reach up here in the cockpit and
No, it
destroy.
does. No, it does.
Oh,
I've
it
tried.
does?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. It
my
really needs.
goodness.
I mean, you can get away with a small hole, when, for instance, when using a maneuver thruster. If you have a small hole, it will still fire, but as soon as there's something in the way, you'll see your FCU act up because it doesn't want to fire off those thrusters. Because it considers the distance to the nearest object, and if something is too near, it has like no effect because the thrust is actually being bounced on a part of your ship, and you have like a net zero movement. I had it with these antennae, right? The Jilted and the Nama have these antennae, right, up front, and one of them was crossing just 3 meters ahead of the thruster, of one of my backward-facing thrusters,
Mm-hmm.
and just one antennae coming in the front of it would cause that thruster to like fail in at weird moments. It seems to work, but at the moment you want to like use it like the FCU backward, you would see that that thruster is being blocked by the FCU. And if they're all named in the same group, and none of them wants to fire because just one of them is being like blocked by by something as small as these antennae.
Well, thank
I
you
mean,
for.
that's from my experience that I've seen this happen on my jilted.
I believe you 100%. That's going to be pretty interesting here. I might have to build one, take it to the moon, and see if maybe we can whack out some of these mining lasers here
Mm-hmm.
and add in the maneuvering thrusters here instead. I'm not sure if this gap
Oh
here
yeah.
would.
If you would indeed, let's say, just leave the outer row of lasers, which would still give you plenty of lasers, right? If you would remove the 9 center ones, you could actually put some triangles in there. Or maneuver thrusters.
But the general idea is just being able to dig straight down without having to move around. So if we
You're
took
gonna need
out
the ones in the middle, yeah.
maybe these, it would be okay. I mean, it can be slow. It just we just need some reverse thrust here. We're not going to be able
And
to
it
get out
can
of the
be
hole.
like the maneuver thrusters is enough, right? For the reverse?
Yeah, so I calculated with our current weight, max load, 9 maneuvering thrusters, we get 10 meters a second. If we can't get 9 on here and only 4, it's going to be really painful, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because it looks like the tool body and the hard point, even if removed, it's only gonna fit one maneuver thruster, right?
Yes, I would say so.
Unless you might actually be able to fit in a square of 4. That would be genius, because then you would only have to remove 4 lasers, like the ones you've selected now. You could have 60 maneuver thrusters instead.
They are the size of a. Oh, I
Of a
see
hard
what you
point.
mean.
Yeah, like one left, one. Maybe it's just enough or just not enough. It looks like it's really close.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, just imagine that you would be able to squeeze in 2 right next to each other and then 2 above each other as well. That would be like a tiny square of 4 hard points. Should do the trick though. Oh, that looks so promising. Ooh, it's like 12 centimeters only. You see the line of the center of the hard point above? Try without snapping. See how close you can get.
Actually, I've never turned off snapping. I don't
Oh,
even
yeah,
know where the
try.
button's at.
Yeah, right next to the origin, all the way to the right. On top to the right, you see the magnetic thingy. Yeah, that's the one.
Got it. Oh,
And now gently push it inside the hard point, and then you will still have some snapping. You'll see the game will like push it back to the point where it still allows it. You see? If you
Yep.
overdo it, you will have a move error. But if you just like gently push inside the boundaries, it pushes it back to the. Ah, no, I can already see the center line of that hard point above is just not in the middle.
we can get 2
That
though.
works though.
Up and down.
So it's only left, right that's refusing. Oh, this is so
Indeed.
close. I mean, this would net you 8 thrusters in the front.
Yes, good idea.
But
Great
why
idea.
not? Oh, the square has to work. We have to find something to put those 2 extra there.
If I would have been thinking about this beforehand, we would have just built a little bit wider of a box. But it's too late for that now.
You might actually get away with having the hard points rotated so that the tool body is actually on a 90-degree angle, still facing forward, but let's say the hard point would be facing outwards instead of downwards. You might be actually to squeeze in. You might be able to squeeze in those other 2. You see what I mean, right? So you don't move the position, you just like rotate it around its blue axis here, or the purple axis. Including its hard point, the tool body, the whole thing. And
Yes.
then because the tool body is less high than its wide, you might actually just save that 12 centimeters needed to squeeze in another hard point.
If we move this 90 degrees, then the whole laser would be pointing down instead of out, wouldn't it?
No. I mean, rotating it around the blue axis, right?
Let's try it.
Yeah, and then yeah, you might have to disable snapping to do. Oh, you have already have disabled it. Something is blocking it. Ah, no, you haven't selected the tool, the inserts. That's why. Because
Oh,
those inserts were blocking you from doing the rotation. Yeah, and I'll try to see if you can like position it so that the nozzle of the beam is perfectly in line with the ones on top and below. And then it looks like you have the extra space now.
we do. However, the tool body's too wide. This thing, whatever this is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean it's now
Turntable mount.
blocking the beam? Beam. It's now
Yes.
blocking the beam.
We could build out, however, and just build a beam out. If that's structurally.
So it doesn't want to go in between. The body doesn't want to squeeze in.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but you see, you can still move it to the right. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you cannot move it all the way back.
So let's just see here with the beam, and if this is structurally okay to do this, we could just shoot a little beam out.
Yeah, I think even one beam just like welded on top should work. And yeah, now try to see if it snaps on top of the beam. I think you had a good snap there. Like if you move up again so that the side of the hard point is like on the top of that new beam that you've put. Instead
Like that?
of yeah, like that. You see the extra 12 centimeters it moved?
Yep.
And now from the front, is it already aligned? I think we can squeeze in 2 more hard points now. I think you can even still move another 12 centimeters.
There we go.
It already fits. Oh my god.
Way to go, Biospug. My
That's
goodness.
nice.
Yes, it is.
So I reckon you could actually get away with only adding 24 centimeters to the beams. Like have another set running in front of the existing ones, and you should be good.
You've lost me there.
Yeah. No, now that I'm looking at it, the body will never fit in between those. That's obvious. Wait, but what if we were able to rotate that laser back to its original position? I mean, we're getting close to taking advantage of snapping glitches, right? But let's see. What if we can just now move it back? That would be like crazy. Huh? What's holding? This is so weird. Yeah, sometimes snapping works against you.
It seems to be that way, doesn't it? What is going on?
That's so weird. You have something locked, for instance, in the... Oh.
This is brilliant. We just scoot this up a bit. We fit the maneuvering thruster in behind it.
Yeah, because keep in mind that the maneuver thruster will still add a little bit of thickness, yeah.
I don't think that thrust will collide at all.
No,
way.
it doesn't. They're really gentle on the aperture, so to say, of their beam. So it does add a little bit of extra width, so it seems. Please snap.
It's almost back to where it was. We just barely scooted it up.
Yeah, 12 centimeters. That's all we did.
Wow.
My OCD kicks in. It's like, no.
Oh my. I think it's worth it though.
So close. It is. I mean, to me, in my book too. But if only. If only they would all have all been spaced at extra 12 centimeters.
This one's just going to be a tad bit offset in the way the voxels work. I don't think it will matter. OCD wise, it's a nightmare, but
And did you measure the distance between the horizontal distance between the nozzles and the vertical distance? I mean, from the laser beams, right? Are they like in perfect squares now? The existing ones, right? The existing array that you
yes, they
have.
were to begin with.
Yeah, so those are really perfect squares that the ends, so to say, of the lasers are touching. It looks like it.
It's like it
The
too.
thing is, yeah, 12 centimeter you won't be able to see. Oh yeah, like that with the beam as a measure. Because if they are now like, let's say 12 centimeters less wide than high, yeah, I mean, even OCD wise, you would be able to space them out a little bit.
I say we do that.
On the horizontal level, you know, just on the horizontal level.
Yeah. Just like we have here, it's just the
Yeah.
smallest bit offset.
I think it's 24 for the outer ones and then 12 centimeters for the ones above. It will also look nice if the one above it is like dead in the middle. Because as you can see, it's not really in the middle now, right? If you look at the one above the 4 hard point, above the 4 thrusters.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
It's
see?
off to the side.
So if we move that one 12 centimeters to the right and then the next one 24 centimeters, we would have an even spaced pattern like in line with the thrusters.
Yeah,
The fact that they fit in between, like vertically, but not horizontally, tends me to think that they are actually a bit tighter on the horizontal positioning. Because
Yeah,
otherwise the hardpoints would fit either on all 4 or none at all, and we just had like 2 of them were fitting right from the start, and just the horizontal ones were not fitting. I think the squares that are like, you know, the position of the individual lasers is not 100% squared.
maybe it's not. So
Yeah.
we could
And now
just move
the
it
other
all.
one. Yeah, and now move the other one alone another 12 centimeters. You might have to use like a. I mean, the one to the right of. Yeah. Let's see.
This one here I'm highlighting.
Yeah, that one is at the correct position, and the one above should also like move one more click, I think. Yeah.
I've already moved this one over. I grabbed them
yeah.
both.
Oh no, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, don't forget the 2 bodies. Yes. Exactly. But, good you haven't bolted them down yet. Can fit in there. Wow.
Want to take that whole thing? I best put in these capacitors before I forget.
That just works. Oh.
Yeah.
They snapped right in between there. Super cool. Oh, let's see if I have a reply from the devs. I asked for a ship refund yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I
What?
had to abandon my BB somewhere in Zone 5.
For what reason?
I bashed her up, you know. I wanted to test her really well, so I was like, not always on purpose, but I was like hitting steroids left and right and repairing along the way to see how she can deal with like damage, right?
Yep.
And things started going really crazy. Like the blueprint overlay was lagging me out terribly. I had like as soon as I open the utool, I have a slideshow going on. Then relogging was like changing the behavior every single time. So I relog, then everything is not working. I don't even have trust. Then I relog again, then all of a sudden all the stations are disappearing and the ship works normal. Then I relog again, then the stations are back, but then the ship's glitching again. It was so weird.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I couldn't get it to actually fly without durability issues. It was unrepairable. I've tried. I've spent 2-3 hours together with Icehawks yesterday and the day before. It was just a lost cause. So yeah, I abandoned ship, transferred back to continue on the blueprint. And then I was like, but what if I, instead of give up, just ask the devs to just vouch for my ship, right?
Yeah.
This would save me a lot of issues of getting it back and trying to recuperate stuff. So I'm hoping, let's see. 'Cause I didn't check the mails so far, so pretty excited. I just loaded in the game. Oh,
We,
FB, I have sent you a voucher for the ship till the BB.
no way.
Purchase the ship from ship designer as usual, but at the purchase screen, the designer let the ship as free with. Please know that the voucher works only for the exact blueprint version of for which it was created. Ah. Ooh, that means they could have used. Oh. So they could have used an older version of my blueprint then. Okay, let's try. Much. I will be testing report. Right. So. Sorry, I'm hijacking your stream with my blabbering.
Not at all. We fixed a major issue.
Let's see. Please tell me I can buy the ship now. Buy. Free with voucher. Yeah, it works.
Amazing.
I could be really nasty now, though, but I'm not gonna do this. Oh my god. Because, I mean, yesterday people mentioned it, right? Like, if you have a voucher and you add stuff to your blueprint that is not craftable, right? Like I don't know, professional YOLO chips, tier 2, tier 3 enhancers, you could actually get your ship back, right? You could actually get hold of these items. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Because I even mentioned, like, look, my ship doesn't use any of the unobtainable stuff. I don't intend to do anything game breaking, you know, or. So I'm not gonna. Although it's tempting, I'm not gonna go there. Ooh, nice. Oh, and I have some minor issues already that I found with the YOLO. I'm in doubt now. Should I craft and test more or fix in the blueprint first? Now that I have a voucher. I'm a bit scared that if I'm starting to create newer and newer versions of the same blueprint, that the voucher will void itself. You know what? I've sold this Jilted already to 2 people. Dev Panda has one, and DJ Bob yesterday got one.
Nice.
So I think I should just craft one myself so I can keep track of the changes, and I have like a way of making the proper screenshots. Because if I update the blueprint and I craft a version that is no longer like the same as the one that people got, it's gonna complicate things to have like the good change log. Because I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of things that I want to improve, just YOLO wise, like minor things like having the speed readout be rounded or positioned on a different line in the text panel, just minor stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you like the Singularity logo?
Oh yeah.
There. It's
Yeah.
like it's depending on how fast you go. The faster you go, the faster it will spin now.
That's really neat.
And then I added the turtle. Did you see the turtle yet that I added yesterday? it's
No.
so it's so cute. Wait, I can quickly stream on Discord, right? So when you're not mining or when the turtle mode is not active, it's just like a sleeping turtle. And the moment you enable either mining mode or manual turtle, you see here it is.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
So that's manual. And now we have this lever to control how fast she's going. You see, the fastest the game is having issues of rendering these ASCII things fast enough. So that's the manual mode, and when I enable mining, it goes into it's supposed to go into automatic mode. Yeah, and now it will like be fast, and when I enable the lasers, it will be extra slow. And I made like the animation also slow down when you have the lasers on.
The yellow on that ship is nuts.
Yeah, I know, I overdid it a bit. Okay, craft baby. Oh wow, this is so cool. They just gave me an overshoot. Bye. Okay, scene contents are invalid. Yeah, that happens. File, buy custom page. Yes, with voucher. There we go. So now I can actually take it to the moon too for testing. The hover mode. Oh, there she is. My beaut.
Nice.
Wow. It's cool. I have the exact same version now that I've given to the others. Perfect. It seems to work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
The safe zone thing is bugged. I've heard people suggesting to replace the FCU and the main flight computer, or the transponder even, because I don't know which field is holding the safe zone variable. I think it's a transponder actually.
Yeah, it should.
Because I'm always outside safe zone, even when I'm at origin, and I'm never able to place down a station. So it's like these variables got borked when they changed ship warp class to ship strength. Let's see if I can name.
That was a good song.
Yesterday I discovered this other Starbase ship designer, the French guy, Les Wave.
I haven't heard of him.
He has a Patreon and he offers his blueprints for free. Just asks people not to sell them on Discord.
It's pretty nice of him.
Yeah, it's really impressive. And he made this modular ship design. I'm telling you, man, that's on another level. Show you, Les Wave, Starbase. It's a super cool blueprint. And his design is really on point. Yeah, look at this one. a multi-purpose modular ship. So he made this kind of modules. It's a genius idea.
Huh.
You have a quick look at my stream.
It's actually showing Starbase.
Oh, I thought I was sharing my whole screen instead of just Starbase. Because my Starbase doesn't like it when I'm streaming it.
Mine's usually the opposite. I have to share my
Mhm.
whole screen.
I mean, look at that. Those are all modules that you can, select and mix and match together.
I'm an idiot. I had my own stream pulled up. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
And I mean,
That's cool.
the design language that he's using, and they all fit, right? So he has cargo locks, he has thrusters, he has regular storage, he has power blocks, he has maneuver blocks, a cockpit block. He has all kind of weapon options that you can put on the. It's really impressive. He spent like 200 hours on this.
That is nuts. I love it.
And it looks so good. I mean, if you look at his other ships, he really has this nice design language. Let's scroll back. I mean, just he built 3. So the modular one, then the catfish or something, and the stingray. I mean, this thing just looks amazing.
Yes, it does. Wow. I'm gonna have to get a hold of that guy.
And it's free. I mean, you can just download these BPs.
Huh.
And he built a bigger one too. Like I think it's the catfish. I downloaded them all. I was like, what? Yeah, here the catfish. Oh my god, this is like a bigger version. His beam work and the way he angles stuff is really on next level.
Yeah, it looks incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm super impressed. And it's not a box, I'm already I'm already stoked that it's not a box. I'm so I have a bore out of boxy ships.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to build efficiently. I know,
No, not at all.
but it's like everybody's doing boxes. I don't. I want something different for myself.
Absolutely.
And this guy, I mean, he ticks all the boxes in my book. Wow. I'll definitely reach out to him. I might actually consider donating some via Patreon. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Alright, let's go ahead and get these wires across. What are we doing here?
Because I think he only has like 6 supporters right now. He makes about $100 per month from his Patreon. Which is not bad. I mean, it's real money.
Absolutely.
Are you considering that, Jesse?
It would be really nice, but I don't know. I haven't thought too much on it.
I think what he did is he had either a friend or himself donating the max tier, like the 50 euros.
Oh
Because
yeah?
he has one patron that gives him 50 euros every month. But it seems like, I mean, if you're so small, it seems like a good idea to just do that for yourself, So you like buying your own, or you're being your own patron.
Yeah.
Because it probably gives people some like confidence, like okay, someone is already paying him 50 per month. This guy is good.
That's smart.
It
I see
might
what you
it
mean.
might work on the psychology like that, right? Like people do that on eBay too, right? They put something for sale, and they have a friend or a secondary account where they do a bidding that is at least the minimum value that they expect, right? So to give other visitors the impression like, oh, somebody's already pledging, or somebody's already offering money for this. So just to generate some like fake competition, so to say.
Yeah.
I think it's common. I think it's common that people do that on these platforms when where it looks good. If you have sales, you know, or if you have somebody like bidding already, it looks better than if you just have an ad and no reactions whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right. All right, we are back. I'm gonna go out for a quick smoke.
Sure.
I'll start flying towards my station. Now I can tear down my Zone 5 station. There's no longer a lost jilted park there. Oh, and I'm gonna keep my word. I mentioned it in the ticket that if they would replace my ship, I would mention it on my GitHub. So now I have to.
That they replaced your ship?
Yeah.
Why does that matter?
Because I mean, credit where credit is due, right? I mean, I kind of broke my ship myself, right? From hitting into roids and then from just testing out the features.
Yeah.
I mean, so technically they could just say like, look, we don't voucher, you know, for that. You ruined your ship, you know. Don't use it as like your backup plan, right?
Yeah. They seem to be more than lenient, though. More
Yeah, I
oftentimes than
think
not.
given the current player decline, I think they're pretty lenient to give you anything at this point.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because that's probably their worst PR ever, right? The declining player base. Yesterday we were at
Yeah.
like 1,000 or so. It was like, what?
Yeah,
Only?
it's been getting really bad.
Yeah, and wait, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
On store page. Let's see. How many are playing?
You can view it on the website steamdb.com, I think, too.
Not in the store or library.
No.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it was just, you know, showing in the Steam page as well. No, apparently not. You're right. Customer reviews.
It's an old song.
Most helpful reviews. So okay. So I have to go to a web page instead then. Okay.
I'll send it to you real quick.
Do you notice any performance difference when you share either your full screen or just Starbase?
No?
Like when streaming on Twitch, does it affect your performance?
No. But I also have a pretty nice computer because I'm streaming and
Okay.
recording.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You need some some good throughput. Oh, currently 884.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
and that's including you and me, so. Oh, that's pretty rough indeed. Jesus. Okay, cruise on. Let's go.
You gotta think about Frozen Byte too. There's no way they've made money off this game. They haven't sold enough, and they've had to hire, 70 some developers that have worked on this for 2 years, you know? They're most certainly in the hole.
You mean that they're not yet out of the woods cost-wise?
No, there's no way.
And they sold like 10,000 copies already, no?
40,000, I think.
40,000 even, yeah. And it's all on that page.
But this game is groundbreaking in my opinion. So as
I
long
hear
as
a
they
lot
don't
of
kill the
people.
player base, there's hope.
Yeah. User clouds. Charts. Players, trends, Twitch viewers. Yo, they had 14,000 Twitch viewers, 28,000 Twitch viewers at the beginning of, at the end of July. Wow. Not anymore though. Current players. Oh, SteamDB is pretty neat.
Yeah.
They have a lot of cool metrics. Wow.
What the hell is this song? I thought it was sung by a girl, but it's not. I don't like it.
I even added the little feature to have like a small propellant tank support with an extra resource bridge, so you can like, in case of emergency, you can still like craft the small tanks and and fill your ship. It's gonna take you a while though with small tanks, but
Oh yeah.
at least you have a way of putting some juice back in.
It's an option in dire situations, right?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh yeah, my propellant calculation is somehow borked. I think it's because I added the small propellant tank. Although I did rename the device fields. I'm not getting off now. Had too many issues with jumping off a flying ship. I'm still reluctant to open up the sale on the Starbase though. On the ship shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm
What is
thinking of
that?
having another version before I open there. Because right now I'm not making any promo, right? The only people that got my BP so far is those that come back like every day or every 3 days. Like, and how far are you? The GitHub is really working. Somehow people do find it. The thing is, I mean, just from a SEO, like a search engine perspective, it makes sense, right? I mean, a GitHub repo has so much information that Google can crawl that it's easily gonna outperform like most YouTube videos even when people search for something. Because it has so much more content that Google can index than a YouTube video and its description. So I
Yep.
think my GitHub is being picked up by people that are not even looking for the jilted, you know. I don't understand how else people would like reach out to me without me announcing anything about having a design. And then my DJ Bob yesterday, he saw you created the Jilted BB purchase channel, and like immediately he came online. Like, here's my money.
Take it quick.
Yeah, and Panda helped me out like just before I went on my break. Panda helped me out by lending me $1 million. So I was already able to pay him back. It was super nice. Alright. Be right back. Please stop streaming. Oh, I can continue watching on my phone, right? Twitch.tv. Start.
Oh yeah, maybe. Okay. All right.
The Singularity. Oh, with double Y. Somebody else already took your name.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Oh, same with Bilesburg. It's also gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I have. Oh my god, there we go. Echo. Yeah. How can we see who's watching? Nobody is. It's just us.
Seems to be about 5 people.
Oh, cool. Nope.
Nice little crowd. People on Twitch get the luxury of participating in the conversation. The people on YouTube get the luxury of fast forwarding and not having to watch
Yeah.
all this repetitive cabling.
And isn't Discord currently testing like its YouTube integration?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I read something about yesterday. Seems like Discord wants to go like integrate the live streaming feature of YouTube into their own streaming.
That would be really big. They could get that pulled off. Twitch is going to hate that. They should have jumped on the offer earlier.
So Twitch doesn't allow you to link up with YouTube Live? No. Oh, that's different. Yeah, Twitch is definitely gonna feel this. Yeah, they've started testing yesterday. So since yesterday, Discord is actively testing the APIs for YouTube and see how they can like make it work. But because that would be the first. Discord would be the first to do this.
Yeah.
Because when YouTube released the live feature, I was kind of impressed, like this is a cool way, and it's like it has so much less barriers than having to go to Twitch, creating an account, setting up your your streaming, gear. Uh, Well, with YouTube Live, all you need is your phone. You can just
Yep.
start streaming, just like with Discord. I mean, that's why I love Discord so far, because it takes away all the hassle of setting up your streaming, because you don't need to set up anything. Just enable, start sharing.
That's right.
So yeah, cool. Now I'm actually going to smoke. Be right back.
All right. Damn it. I guess it'll work. Ooh. This is getting hairy. Some of this wiring looks god awful. Oof. I'll have to ask Biospug when he comes back what's the protocol on those batteries. Get a drink here. Okay. All right. What should we do next here? We could name thrusters. Be one thing we do. Let's go ahead and save. I think I'm actually gonna cut it off here for the folks over on YouTube. If you're watching from YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. I sure appreciate you guys tuning in and coming along for the ride on making this moon mining shit. I'll catch you next time.